All right, for all my Saturday gym goers, you guys have 2 pieces to finish off your week. First one we're gonna do is our Olympic lifting. We're gonna go every minute and 15 for 10 minutes. What you guys are gonna do is a snatch complex. That snatch complex is gonna be 3 different movements. You're gonna start off with a hang power snatch. You're gonna deadlift the bar up, do 1 hang power snatch, stand up, keep the bar up overhead, go into 1 overhead squat, and then you can either return the bar to the floor for a touch and go full snatch, or you can drop it after your overhead squat, and then within about 5 seconds, put your hands on the bar, reset up, and take off for a full snatch from the floor. Once we're done with that, we're gonna finish off with conditioning. You have 4 rounds, 3 minutes working time, 1 minute rest. So now we're not 1-to-1 work to rest ratio, we have quite a bit less rest, so intensity needs to be a little bit lower. During that 3-minute segment, you're gonna start off with 20 calories for the men, 16 for the ladies on your respective machine. Once you're done with that, you're gonna do 20 alternating hang split snatch. Pay attention to the video coming up after this so you guys can see some tips and techniques for a movement that we don't do that often. Once you're done with that, whatever time you have left in that 3 minutes, you're gonna perform as many calories on your machine as possible. Make sure that if you don't finish the workload in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, that you hop on your machine so you're getting at least 45 seconds again to get as many calories as possible. This one right here, we're looking for repeatability because we're not gonna go as hard as we would when the 1-to-1 work to rest ratio is happening. So 3 minutes working means 1 minute rest means a little bit lesser intensity, so something that you should be able to repeat.
So I'm going to go through a series of videos here that show some good and bad techniques that we see on a regular basis. First one here, you'll see Jeff doing the full complex, 1 hang power snatch, 1 overhead squat, 1 full snatch. Completes his first segment through here, and now I'm going to talk over the next one. Okay, notice what he does at takeoff. He lifts with his legs, chest and hips rise at the same time. He does a vertical dip, gets his chest over the bar before extending up and pulling himself under with locked out arms. Keeps his arms nice and locked out into his overhead squat, returns the bar to the floor. Then he goes into his full snatch, again driving with his legs. The first thing you'll notice in this clip here is where my hips are already starting up in a high position. We want to sit down into that and use our legs to drive from the floor. On the hang snatch there, you can see that I don't get my chest over the bar, therefore not allowing my hips to come forward. Then on the overhead squat, my heels get up. Finally here from the floor again, early hip rise and then whoop, little trip on the mat there. But let's see another good example in the next video. Again, butt down, eyes up, chest up on my takeoff, pushing with my chest over the bar until I bring it up in my hip pockets. Vertical dip, then I get my chest back over the bar before pulling up into the hip pockets, getting vertical. Notice that close bar path. Here we go a little higher up. Again, driving those elbows up and back before finally pulling myself under into that strong locked out arm position. From the floor now, same thing, nice close bar path before pulling myself under into a fully locked out arm position. Are you the type of snatcher that jumps your feet forward when you make a catch? It's probably because your bar path right after making hip contact is going away from your body. Notice a good elbow drive up and back there, which keeps the bar in a close path. Here's another example, jumping forward because of that far away. Arms cannot stay straight after I have made contact with my hips. They need to bend, and that allows it to stay close so I can pull myself under. On the alternating hang split snatch, you'll notice that whatever arm goes up, my opposite foot is going out into that split position forward. Will yours look this pretty? No. If you work on it every day, though, will it look pretty? Also no. It takes a long time to get this athletic. Okay, but just notice again, I am moving that front foot back first and then bring the bell back down. On the assault bike, a few things should pop out to you. First, you'll notice that I have a nice upright torso. We don't want to have our upper body fully bent over because that cuts off the airway for breathing. And then second, you can notice there's a clear distinction, oh hi Bray, that my arms are moving forward and back. So I am pushing and pulling with the handles here, not just stepping down. This person here has way too much upper body movement going on. You can see their heads banging back and forth. They probably have their eyes closed and can't see the screen. So just avoid doing this. You want to stay nice and calm, and doing this is only going to waste energy for further movements. This next person here is the one that likes to change it up, okay? Put their feet on the pegs there and use just their arms for a bit, and then back on and put their feet on and let their hands relax. All you're really doing here is actually making those single muscles work quite a bit harder. You're not saving energy, and you know you're going to take a break before your next movement anyway. This one is a staple just about anywhere you go. All you got to do is get in somebody's vicinity and their pace goes up. So maybe we need to get cardboard cutouts of coaches so you feel like you got the eyes on you at all times.